Good morning, Fritz fam. We are back in Vegas, actually at a very familiar store to you, the Trop Aquarium. If you remember, that sign is a sign of success because it's 44 years old. I thought it would be great to come back, do some things with them to show you more about who they are so that when you're in Vegas, you might want to come see the shop yourself. I'm in my restock shirt because we're just hanging out. I'm going to get myself a little bit more professional and change real quick right now. You know, we're always in a rush, Fritz, moving all over the country. Sometimes you really have to be able to snap to get things done. So, how you doing? You keeping things organized here? You've got that look about you. I don't even want to mess with you, you know? You know, off camera, I realize you're a pretty friendly guy. Edit that out. No one needs to know he's friendly, okay? Fritz fam, I'm gonna find Nicole. Here she is. Just talking to some people.
Hey, Sean. How's it going?
Found you. And you're already mic'd up. That's crazy, Jimmy. That's another one of those time-saving things that you do. Oh, she had no idea I was coming then.
No
right?
idea.
That's why you're mic'd up.
Of course not.
And I've got your Trop Aquarium shirt.
Fantastic.
Totally took it from Loss Prevention. I would talk to that guy because I got a shirt out of him.
Shouldn't be letting stuff walk out.
He didn't charge me for it.
Oh.
So what have you been doing?
Busy.
Yeah?
Got a new
been
eel
a year
tank.
now.
Yep, it's right this way.
Okay, you gonna show it to me?
Yep.
Oh.
There
Got
we go.
it. Okay. Let's talk to me about the dragon eel. Care. What size aquarium?
Ooh.
Obviously, we're feeding him silver sides. Do you need to mix up his diet at all?
He definitely gets a varied diet. So he gets some frozen silver sides. He gets frozen krill. He gets the scallops on the half shell. He gets clams. But for the most part, he just likes big, meaty, chunky foods. But they get huge, so I definitely would recommend.
How big do they get?
4 feet or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As big as the green moray, right?
Yes. Yep.
Dragon eel, if you want one, obviously a big investment in the first place. You need to be careful with tank mates that you select. Something that's going to be, you know, big enough that can handle its own aggressive. Shoot, let me help you. All right, what else have you been up to?
I saw your video on clownfish breeding.
You were watching my videos?
Yes. So it inspired me to do it.
Yeah?
So I have my pair of clowns in the front are bred, and I have babies that
You've been breeding clowns?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're 65 days old today.
Okay, let's go take a look at it.
Go check it out.
All right. Oh, wow. All from those two?
All from those two.
Now I know because making that video that this is not an easy process. You don't just jump right into it.
Nope.
So.
I started a rotifer culture
Yeah?
for about a month. Got enough rotifers to where I can hatch the eggs and feed the babies once they hatch.
You're only doing the one clutch at a time?
Correct.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And so neat. I mean, you're a pro
Different
already.
Thank you.
Oh, man, you must run an aquarium store or something
Something like
for a
that.
long time.
Yep. Right now I'm just having fun with it. It
Okay.
kind of brought the spark back in the hobby for me.
Don't make it work yet. Right?
No,
Okay.
no, it's enjoyable.
All right. Did you know that these things I've been seeing these at stores, and you're not supposed to open them up?
No,
Right.
because that's how mold starts to form.
Oh God!
It is completely synthetic. It's yours now.
I have a bad habit of this.
They're airtight, and so when you open them, that's
done.
mold starts growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We got to plant it in the
Put
corner.
this on the Fritz tab, and
All right.
Jimmy, you can have that back.
Second time in a week.
back for your pocket there. All right, I know, I'm just trying to get for Jimmy some plants on Fritz. It's
There you
okay.
go.
While we're here, we featured the store already, you know,
Yeah.
so everyone's seen what it looks like and all the cool things that you have.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, maybe set up an aquarium together or something.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll get
absolutely.
To teach people how to set something up.
Yeah.
You have at least 50 aquariums in stock here, you know, with stands, different
Yep.
sizes, different filtration systems, some
Yep.
all-in-one units. And so it really gives you kind of the flexibility to help your customer when they come in
Absolutely.
with their dreams and aspirations.
Yeah.
What do you think the division is between your buyers of aquarium? Is it mostly men, or is there a lot of moms with their children that want to set up an aquarium for their family?
I feel like a lot of times it starts with like parents wanting to get something for their child, and then
Yeah.
in the end, the parents get more involved, of course, than the children do, so it becomes the parents' hobby.
You wouldn't just assert right away and declare it's male dominated.
No.
Okay.
No, definitely not.
That's what I thought. I said it in another video. I don't think it's male dominated. I just think the guys are speaking louder on the hobby forums. Let's look at some tanks.
Yeah. Got a 35 tube tank here.
Now, that is the same thing that we just saw the eels in.
It
right?
is just a smaller version. The other one was the 55.
I think this would be a good prospect, right? And
Yeah.
so, you know, Jacob is kind of the defender of the beef layout, so we might have to talk to him. But I think this would be a good option. It might Maybe you can scape one side and I'll scape the other. What else do you have? Maybe something
I have some shallow Ultum nature tanks that have been
that
really
might
popular
work well,
lately.
because the way we designed the booth,
Yep.
if we can actually have something that sits low,
Yep.
we can still see the aquarium and it won't kind of crowd the display. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's go check that out. Hello. You look recognized.
So I have this 90L Ultum nature tank. I think that
The
was
SpongeBob
cool.
aquariums?
What was that?
The SpongeBob aquariums?
No, this one
Oh,
here.
okay. This one
This one.
makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Maybe I have an idea. Instead of setting this up here, why don't we set it up at Superzoo? Because we'll be there all week.
Yeah.
We can talk to our customers about how we set it up.
Yeah.
Let people know where Trop Aquarium is, where they can buy one like it, and even let people know what the brand is. UNS. I know they make some really nice tanks. So you down?
I'm down.
You're gonna be there tomorrow morning?
I'll be there
It
tomorrow
starts
morning.
tomorrow morning.
Yep.
You're gonna help me set it up?
Yes.
Okay. This is the coolest thing.
Thank
now,
you.
Originally, this was set up for a hardware store.
Yeah, for like
nails and
yep,
stuff.
Yep, exactly.
And this is the perfect use of it.
It sure is.
I can't believe that no one's copied your idea yet. You're like, don't copy me.
So I got Dragonstone, one of my favorites to hardscape with.
Yeah, I do like Dragonstone.
Yep.
So grab some of this Dragonstone. Got plenty of it to choose from.
Yep.
Some driftwood.
But I have some Opani wood here, and then I have these mangrove roots. But then on this side over here, some ghostwood or
Yeah.
manzanita.
Yeah, why don't we do this?
Okay.
It's a fairly small aquarium, so we don't want it to be overwhelming. We'll take some of these smaller plants. We'll go ahead and buy these from you since I opened up one already.
Okay.
And we'll just stick these around, just like little tufts of it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it sounds good.
We're going to set up an aquarium at Superzoo.
Oh, you're mic'd up. Yay! Jacob is on the Fritz team as well. Have we not introduced you?
We have. Remember the guy that was sitting at the picnic table at Home Depot for hours?
Yeah.
That guy.
Here you go, Evie. There you go. All right. Good job. Okay. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Don't break that aquarium, Jacob.
Tomorrow for sure.
All right, Fritz fan. Here we are at Superzoo. We've got Nicole here, and we're going to skate this thing out. Are we ready?
I'm actually going to nominate someone I think who could do it a little better than me.
You're bailing out on me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my husband can do it way better.
Oh, okay. So you're
Yeah,
not
and he's
your husband.
funnier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do it.
Yeah. Lewis.
Are you sure he wants to do it?
I'm sure he wants to do it. He just got snatched.
Where did he go? Out of this bag, there's going to be a lot of dust in this sand. It might have been pre-rinsed, but you don't want that clouding your system for the next couple of days. So there's a really cool trick that you can do. Right here at the show, they have this little water room behind these tanks. Come on, Jimmy. Why is it just constantly running? So you need to just get the water about maybe a couple of inches above the sand, stir the sand, and you see immediately this top layer just gets cloudy. If you don't do this turning action like this, you're not going to be able to get down to the bottom of the bucket. 5 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
And that's much cleaner. We are getting ready to set up the canister filter, and I've never set up a UNS canister filter before, so I didn't want to struggle in front of you. I knew that UNS was here. I went and found Carlos from UNS. Carlos, come on in. So shy.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
How do I set up the UN Delta?
Well, it's not very difficult. It can be intimidating with canisters, but it's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, worst case, you always got an instruction manual. I know
Yeah.
you like to read, but it's got pictures too.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
So it's biological media here, and
Okay.
something you always want to take this out.
Okay.
We do get emails that people leave it inside the bag. You don't want that. You
Oh,
clog
okay.
the filter.
All right.
While you were coming back, I just got started with some of the miscellaneous things.
Okay.
Putting suction cups on there, getting our pipes ready.
First, he's got the foam in here, and then he's got the biological.
Right, and then we got another polishing pad on top. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure these line up.
Okay.
You want to make sure that they're not on the opposite side, right? It fits in one way. You do
Okay.
not want to force it.
So the way these quick disconnects work, you loosen that, put on this end.
Now you got the in and I'll do the out. Now, depending on the tank size that you have, you can add extensions.
Okay.
But this tank's not that deep, so we're just going to use like one or two of these rods.
Okay.
Oh, let's do the one with the pre-filter. There you go.
Okay, so if your tank is deeper at home, they've got extension pieces to where you can get all the way down to the bottom. And this is the intake, right? And that's why you have the foam around the intake. This is going to keep stuff from clogging this. Shrimp safe as well.
There
Okay.
you go. Same for the spray bar. You can make it as long as as short as you want.
Okay.
So let's set this up down here.
I know. I'm like 10 minutes, and then an hour later. What I do best is I bring crows in to do certain jobs with Fritz, so that it doesn't take me twice as long to do it, right? So
There you go. That's it.
perfect.
That's
All
it.
right,
Not
dude.
that bad.
Okay, tell me about these real quick. These plants,
Tissue
right?
cultures.
Okay,
So
I can go ahead and
everyone-
open up these now because I'm using them today.
Correct. Yeah. Now, that's something. If you're at a local fish store, you do not want to open this, right?
Not supposed to open them up.
I
No,
won't
no
do
pets.
that anymore. Hey, you want to say anything about the aquarium here? It just so happens to be.
Well, we got 45-degree mitered edges. That's what makes us different. Ultra low iron glass. Got a reputable brand. Anything wrong with it, we're gonna cover it. Warranty. No problems. Just shoot us an email. Take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate you stopping here.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you give your mic back to Lewis over there.
Yes, of course.
And he's going to get in here and help me scape it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Here we go. We'll move along. Lewis is so strong. I think we have enough here. You get sand on your hand, you come over, and you just wipe that on Jimmy. You see? Here, come take a look at this, Jimmy. You got this. You see all this dust that's on the rock just falling off?
This is a clean piece.
That's going to end up in your water column.
This is the dirty piece.
And since we're setting up in front of so many people, I mean, there's a giant audience back here. Jimmy's not catching them. So we'll run this over there to the water room, and we'll rinse it out. You want to come with me?
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
We just don't want that to be in the water. It'll be a lot cloudier than we need it to be.
And you can see it's just spinning all over my hand. This would have been in the water column. The thing would have been orange. Now, I heard you're world renowned for your aquascaping skills.
Here and there.
That's why you're here.
You're right. You're right.
I don't want to show off. I've already showed off to Fritz fan before. So we're going to see what you got, Lewis.
Let's go. I'm starting off with these rocks that we just rinsed off. They're looking pretty good. I'm just trying to see the vibe real quick. So what we're doing, I'm just trying to place a couple in the tank for now, roughly. Manzanita.
This is a manzanita wood, okay?
Yeah, it looks good.
So we still have the tag on there.
All right, let's cut those off.
Yep. Oh, look at you. This wood would float.
All right, this would float, but we're gonna try to like place it underneath the rocks for now.
Right.
That way we can make it stay under the water. But normally we would just place some other stones on top to keep it the way it is for a couple days till it waterlogs, and then we move on from there. Place one back in this area. I might want to use this rock to bury it up a little bit.
Now remember, if you get sand on your hand, don't just shake it everywhere. Wipe it on Jimmy. That's
my towel over there?
Yeah.
I think it's time to do some planting.
Okay.
Gardening,
All right.
as we say, garnish.
So you got some Storigani repens, the Rotala rotundifolia.
Typically when you get this product, you got to rinse the gel off before you put it in
Oh, you
there.
do?
Yes.
So you do need to rinse that.
We need to rinse this off before
Okay.
we get in there. It's got a little layer of gel.
Is that what's keeping it alive in there? There's nutrients inside
Correct.
this gel?
It's the gel that's keeping it alive right there. So once the gel dries out before you plant it, they will go bad. So they're still good.
Maybe this helps with hair growth as well.
I don't know about that.
We did it to Jacob. He's been losing
Where's he at?
some spots.
Where's he at? Let's throw some on there.
How long can the plants stay in those cups?
Usually it's about 2 to 3 months. They'll sit on the shelf. They come with a little date on the side. When they start to go bad, they go brown. And I get these planted into the sand. Trying to tweeze them down.
See how he's clumping up these plants? It's because we're doing it at Superzoo, at a show where it's going to seem the better. Like the normal strategy here would be to like spread it out and plant it in a checkerboard pattern here, so that way it can kind of fill in. Is to kind of like planting them on. Essentially.
I'm trying to make it look like little shrubs right now. Otherwise, you could do that to carpet it out.
We have some Java Fern window love, and that's going to be the same thing as the other Java Fern we have here. It's going to have to go on the rock, not down into the sand, because it's an epiphyte. So, Jimmy, luckily, I was able to run over to Aquatop. There's aquarium products everywhere here. And grab a pump, because we need to pump the water from the brute barrel over from the water room. Then we can have one in the brute barrel. And we're going to throw it down in there. We attached it to a hose and clamped it down so it doesn't come flying all over the booth. And this one's DC, so actually I can set the water flow, which is going to be good because we really don't want to kick this up, right?
Correct.
You good?
Yep. I got my hand here to deflect the flow so we're not unrooting all the work that we've done. It's actually a nice flow with that DC pump. We're able to adjust the power, how much flow is coming out.
Okay, so this was tap water. Luckily, I've got the complete here, so I'll go ahead and add that to the bucket. So complete is just a very concentrated dechlorinator, as most of you would know. You know, one capful is going to treat 50 gallons, so you only need 2 drops per gallon of water. And it doesn't just dechlorinate the water, it's going to remove any ammonia, nitrite in the water. Certainly not something you want to use to cycle your aquarium without bacteria in it, because that's kind of reactive to the problem. This is something that you want to do to ensure that if there is any ammonia or nitrite, this would immediately detoxify it, and you still need to go back and add bacteria to make sure that it goes away naturally. All right, Lewis, I'm gonna go eat lunch. All right, Fritz fam, let's be honest. Long term, a table is not a good place for a 30-gallon aquarium. That's a lot of weight. It's 250 pounds. If you had to use a table, what you would have done is maybe put some supporting, like 2x2s through here. Well, let's see if it ends up coming back up later on in the video. It's filled with water, canister's on. Now what we're doing is adding the light. We chose what they had there at Trop Aquarium, which was the Sky Aqua, which is good enough for plant growth. We have some clarifier. This is just a flocculant that's gonna take suspended dust and soil that's come up from the sand, and it just weighs it down, puts it right back down into the sand. So safe to use. Add a little bit of that in there. We'll add the turbo start now. And put a little fishless fuel in there. We'll check the ammonia tomorrow. So long as there's no ammonia, we'll go ahead and start adding fish. We have this Nature Box product, and it's catoppoles and almond bark. It actually adds tannins to the water and promotes some natural health within the system. So I think they look cool. All right, Fritz fam, we have completed our build. Lewis, how do you feel?
I think it looks very good. It looks really good. It's starting to clear up.
We're excited about it. Thank you, Lewis, for coming down
you're
to set
welcome.
this up. Got to meet Lewis, got to meet Nicole. You can go and check out their social media. You have Facebook and Instagram?
Yes.
And if you like what you're seeing here on the Fritz page, make sure you leave a comment down below, punch that like and subscribe button, and join us on the next video. Until then, nailed it.